morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, everybody. Ooh, that was a bit of a rough start. Howdy, morning. Okay, hopefully, guys, the delay isn't like a 20-second thing. I've made some adjustments to specifically cater to YouTube's streaming service. So hopefully, this will actually work out. If we have a good experience today, then next week we'll just continue doing this, just because and it's nothing really personal against Twitch. It's just Twitch platform is being really shoddy right now, and yesterday's kind of debacle with a few other things that I've had happen behind the scenes. I think this might be a good direction, so we're gonna go ahead and play around with it and see how it is. But yeah, let's do it. But really, the thing I want to what I'm most concerned about is the delay process. So set the settings to hopefully be not a crazy 20-second delay, because that's just not going to work at that point either. So I figured we'll do one thing at a time and we'll see what we got. So two. And we can still play Stream Raiders, apparently, from what I understand. And so for everybody who loves playing Stream Raiders, we're going to go ahead and continue doing that. So let's actually find out. I'm going to log into my Stream Raiders, and let's see what happens. Because if it's just a login thing, then we're going to play. And everybody here on YouTube can go log in as well if they want. I mean, I know it's Twitch-based, but why not? Read this so we know the delay I'm going to count. Perfect. Hello, Jan. Hello. Is that J. Crew? Or is that... Hello, cats. I'm seeing new names, too, all of a sudden. So, hello. Coming on in. So today we're going to do more articulation studies. Had some good success yesterday, and hopefully that all works out. But Stream Elements is being a little stupid, so... Count the... Or he can just open up Stream Raiders and we'll have this as a second. About 10 seconds? Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Perfect. Okay. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start. Let's see if you guys can get... Here's the thing, though. I don't know how to get the link over. I don't know how to get the link over to you guys if we do Stream Raiders. I guess you would have to... I don't know how that's going to work. Hello. Welcome in. So, I mean, I can access it, which is kind of funny. I'm going to try something real quick. It's not going to copy a link at all. Maybe I have to like copy and paste the link. I don't know. Those who are playing Stream Raiders would probably see that link, so you guys could probably just join in on that as well. ExtremeRaiders.com. I don't know. Maybe there's a YouTube thing. But we can use that counter as a second, even if we fail that game. So, how is everybody doing? Guys, the most amazing thing happened yesterday. Pixelogic loved my mushroom, and I was super stoked. And so before we get into it, I wanted to show you guys. And I printed them. Let's actually get close up on it. Look at this guy. How cool he came out. Trying to get the right angle. So yeah, he came out really nice. Pretty happy with him. Focus. Do that manually. So I had to show you guys that. Ooh, never mind, it's definitely less than 10 seconds. It's pretty fast. Cool. It probably takes a minute to load in. I'm also seeing a very stable connection on my end. It's fluctuating only by like 2 kilobytes per second. Okay, 10 kilobytes per second. Fine. OBS proves me wrong. Right? Yeah, this definitely came out. So guys, I'm going to be, if you guys want a little mushroom dude, he doesn't stand on his own. Maybe I'll go in and make a little base for him and get him all situated, and then maybe I'll release him if you guys want a little mushroom toy to have. He's a little top heavy, obviously, but yeah, but really, really exciting. But the crazy thing that happened yesterday was Pixelogic themselves had retweeted my tweets about this mushroom because of the program I use. So that was really, really exciting. So it's a big thanks to Pixelogic for that. I was blown away, totally unexpected, and so I'm glad people liked it. It seemed that a lot of other people were trying to find that stream. So if you guys want me to cover more of Zrbush Mini Core in the future, just let me know, and we'll definitely do that. And also to my mods, my beautiful mods, Martin and Death. Let me know what the what kind of controls you guys have, and if you guys have any issues or anything like that. We can have a little powwow afterwards and get you the things set up you need. It seemed like it was pretty straightforward on the connection side, but you never know. It's a new platform. Really awesome about Pixelogic thing. How's it going, man? I'm working on cleaning up my model and UVs. It's having projection issues and substance. Ooh, oh god, those are the worst, man. I'm doing pretty well outside of my computer being a little stupid, and then Stream Elements didn't want to connect to YouTube, so I had to bypass it by logging out of my Stream Elements and then coming in. But outside of that, I'm doing pretty well. We're gonna go back to some more articulation studies today. I have Vegeta up for a reason because I posted it in the Discord, so probably best if I just pull that up because it's super tiny. But the articulation, I think I did it in a 3D print. There we go, yeah. So the articulation actually went really well. So you can see that the test, it does move. It works out pretty decently. I found that the pen was a little tight, so I went back in and made those adjustments. Same with the ball socket. It popped right in, but it was a little loose. So little things like that we're gonna need to adjust, which I kind of did a bit. And then we're gonna go in and articulate again and try it, and that's the process. And yeah. Martin, does it show me as a mod on your side? Oh, interesting. Yeah, YouTube streaming tends to have issues, but I hope it all goes well for you, man. Yeah, every platform has their issues. I think right now it's the issues I can deal with versus what I can't. Yesterday, I had a lot of people say that they couldn't chat with me on Twitch side, like they couldn't access the chat. I got kicked out of my Twitch account like twice while streaming, which I thought was interesting. And then I went over to other streamers' channels. I couldn't talk to them. They couldn't see me. People have lost viewerships. Aside from then like getting random DMCA flags that then get removed later, but it's still like it flagged my account, so I had to send an issue where I wasn't getting flagged on YouTube side, even though I was restreaming. So like I've been having a lot of weird stuff happen on Twitch, and I think it's just overall like some people are, some people aren't. So yeah, we'll try something new, see what happens. I have banned and timeout options. Still need to figure out things myself. However, death doesn't appear as a mod. Oh, okay. You are not a mod? Oh, okay. Well. We'll figure this out. No problem. So, just means you can't time out Kit Kat today. All right. So let's go ahead and start getting into... because I really like my joints, let's actually pull those joints up. And I also increased the size. I think some of the issue I was having with articulation was the size. The smaller you get, the harder it is. And that's always fun. So, we got a ball and socket. We'll load that joint in. And then we're also, let's go into loading, and then we got our hinge joint. And I forget how small or big 10 millimeters really is. So definitely something to keep in mind. Meh. All right, well we'll fix that, Death. No worries. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do, I think, is actually kind of lay out where we want our joints. So we're gonna go ahead and insert, and we're gonna insert our cutting tool. And oh, not our cutting tool. Go ahead and actually delete that one. We're gonna duplicate this body. This way we have the one piece to work with as we lay everything out. And I think what we're gonna do is go down to merge visible. This way we have the entire cutting tool here, and we're gonna go ahead and go auto groups. Now we have this. So what I did was, the changes I made was I made the hinge a little smaller, the pin a little smaller, so that it fits in perfectly. And then I created what should hopefully be a pretty decent cutting tool to then apply everything. Oh, yeah. I wish you didn't have to do that either. You could create a sub account specifically for this. You can actually go on the options underneath and say like add an account, and you can, or you could change that. You should be able to change that. I could show you an intermission. Things I do. I'm sorry. Okay, so we have merge visible, and we're gonna go ahead and now we're gonna go to insert. Actually, let's go to appends, kick it at the bottom, and then do the merge. All right, and we have this here, and we don't want to change the size of this. That's the thing that I've learned. Scaling down and all that stuff is just going to cause issues. So we want to make sure that we do the right thing here. So we're gonna turn around and place our joints where we want them. We're gonna go with a single ball joint this time around. I think that's really gonna be where it's at. Try that for now. That's nice. What I'm gonna do real quick before we get too far into it, are you guys able to access Stream Raiders on your end like you normally would? Because if not, then there's no point in doing that. I am currently just looking at... You're there? Okay, cool. So if you guys still want to play Stream Raiders, even though we're solely on YouTube right now, feel free to go ahead and jump it. It's just not kicking the link in the chat, so you have to just log into your Stream Raiders. And that should kick you there. I can also go over and copy and paste it from time to time, so that's helpful. Or I can have Death do that. Whatever's easiest for everybody. So we're going to go ahead and put this joint down here. Then we're going to come to our ball joint. And we're going to go ahead and merge visible. We're going to borrow this guy. Come back to our Vegeta. And then we're going to go ahead and append that to the bottom. Append ball joint. There it is. Stream Raider works. Sweet. Awesome. Then if I don't have to be live on YouTube and you guys still want to do that, we will do that. Because I enjoy it just as much as the next person. And I didn't really want to have to, quote, sacrifice anything moving on over. You know, that would have been a bummer if we had to do that. Okay. His head's going to be interesting because we're going to have to end up cutting a good spot. Well, we'll put the ball joint right there. You know, maybe we'll end up making that a double. Maybe we'll make this a double barbell. Just a double ball joint. That might be the best thing to do. Okay, cool. We have that for right now, and I'm only going to place it on one side because whatever I do on one side, the other side's going to be, so. And I think what we're going to end up doing is creating a swivel joint for his wrists. Probably use a, yeah, we could probably use a ball hinge. But that's the thing. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and create a ball hinge joint that we can modify this guy. Where is it? This one right here. We can modify this to actually have like a swivel element to it, and then use that so that his wrist can move up and down, but then also rotate. So go ahead and actually save this, and we'll call this a swivel. I think that's the proper name. Swivel hinge joint. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll still keep that cutting tool the way we want it, but then we'll basically just have to add in a new the swivel element, which should be cool. So let's go ahead and do that. Actually, rotate this around so we know the difference. Oh wait, no, not. Beautiful. Okay. Go ahead and insert a cylinder. What's up? And let's actually bring up our notes too, because the notes themselves that I have are really good for kind of giving us those examples of what we had done. Kind of keeping consistent with everything. So let's see. Our articulation. And don't mind me, I'm a little slow today. Okay, I think I have it under articulation tests. I do, right there. All right, so here's my notes for those of you who are curious. And so I made some adjustments to these notes when I found out on the 3D print on what worked. I'm back, just got my headphones today so I can actually hear you. Yay, awesome. Dream Raider works just today. Yep. Yeah, just today, exactly, brother. Cool. Checking. There you go, Carday. As Wandering says, Card. Hey. So cool. Glad you got that sorted. Because yeah.
Carday, last name 80.
There you go. That's all you got to do. Perfect.
I know.
Yeah, you two are funny little. Anyway, so I made some adjustments, and we're gonna go ahead and stick with those. The pen spacing should be the same. Should be almost about a layer height, like a standard 3D print layer height, and then the joint spacing as well. So with the hinge, with the swivel unit that's gonna pop in, we're gonna keep the 0.07, the 0.08 millimeter distance between the two, so that it's nice and snug, and then we'll create a small little slit so that the pen can actually squeeze in, pop in, and expand back out. So that way this can be a press fit so that it swivels, can still be 3D printed, but then also too, his wrist will be able to move, and I think that will be a good way to do it. So we're gonna go ahead and make this a pretty decent size in doing that. So this will be the back side. Okay, so let's turn on, I'm gonna delete loops because we don't need those right now. And again, thank you guys so much for popping on over here with me. I really appreciate all of you coming in and following me over to YouTube, seeing what this is gonna be like. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll create this edge loop here, mask off this area. Do is stretch this up. Create another edge loop here, but now we're gonna hover over the edge itself, go to scale, complete edge loop, and down expands, up shrinks it. So we're gonna go ahead and just kind of expand that like that. We don't want it too crazy on this. Let's grab this one as well. We can go to slide, complete edge loop, And we can even slide this up a little bit. We want it snug, but we don't want it too flared out where it's not going to work for us either. Not getting any loading pauses. That's a good thing. Hello, hello. Abelish, how are you doing, my friend? Abby, yes, that's right. I try to pronounce names right. I try to get it right the first. I'm trying to actually be better at this. When I first started, it was bad. It was bad. I would butcher names all the time. A John Smith would come in and I would say Han. I don't know what was wrong with me. Nerves, maybe? Is this box modeling? Technically, in a sense, it is box modeling. We're still in Zrbush, but yeah, I'm using the Z modeler brush and a basic cylinder, and just working with the edge loop. So yes, in a sense, this is box modeling. We're just building up another swivel joint that we're going to be using to kind of cut into what we need, and should be good from there. I am fine, and how are you, my friend? I'm doing amazing. You're still a name butcher, I know. Yeah, it is. Everybody has something against them. This is my thing. I just try to own it. You know what I mean? Never, Martin. I just exaggerate a little bit. You know. All right, so we're gonna add some supporting edge loops to where we want the fall off to be minimal, but we don't want it to be super. We don't want a super harsh one either. So we're gonna go pretty close here. Let's actually go solo for a second. On this bottom side, we're gonna do the same thing. Insert. Actually, what we'll do here on this bottom side, just for shits and giggles, we're gonna go ahead and just bevel that, and then we're gonna go ahead and add in supporting edge loops, just real quick. So when we actually turn on dynamic subdivision, there we go. So we got a nice sharp edge here that should click in, but a nice little fall off right here on top. And when we merge these together officially, that should work itself out. Now, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and duplicate this, turn on transparency. And now we're going to go ahead and scale locally. And what we're looking for is that, what is it? We're looking for that 0.07 to 0.08 millimeter per side distance so that will snap in perfectly. To that. All right, so let's go ahead and scale that out a little bit. And it might be a little hard to see, but if we take a look at it on the inside, let's actually get like let's get a darker material. Maybe that won't work. That's not helpful either. Okay, let's turn that polygroups on. So if you could see, it's not completely even either, but this edge right here is the smallest spacing. So we kind of want to make sure that that works out. So we may have to like actually scale this in one direction. Oops, not this one. Have to scale this one just a little bit to have that distance. Something like that. Now let's go ahead and check it. Janae, many people. Woo! Yeah. No, it's really cool. Yep, YouTube only stream, exactly. We're always here in one form or another. Absolutely. Yep. We're just kind of combining the process and see what happens. Thank you, everybody who's here. All right, let's come over. Go to the inside one. Let's measure this this distance between. Actually, let's see if we can flip normals on this. A little hard to see that distance. So let's grab our gizmo, make it transpose. And that's a little big. That's 0.1 units or 0.1 millimeter. That's a little big. We can shrink that down just a little bit. So let's go back to our gizmo, hitting Y. And then let's scale that down just a little bit. And if we want to confirm that it's millimeters, what we'll do is we'll go to this cube here. It's 2 millimeter cube we have. We're going to go ahead and hit Scale Master, Set Scene, 2 millimeter. Go up to 3D Print Hub, update 2 millimeter. And that process guarantees that you're going to be, or should guarantee that you're going to be at the 2 millimeter mark. So then at the top, it'll actually read millimeter, not units, which is what we want. Sticking to the man! Sticking it to the man! What happened to Twitch? So Twitch has been having some problems where people have reached out and said that they couldn't chat in the chat. Some people got kicked out of it. They couldn't load my it says I was live, but they couldn't actually access my channel. I got kicked out of my channel twice while streaming, which is a little weird. Luckily you stream through a different system, so that part didn't get logged out, but my chat functionality got logged out. I had a couple DMCA flags on Twitch that then got removed later, but YouTube never said there was a problem because I use YouTube Safe Music. So as a whole, Twitch is kind of experiencing really bad issues, and I don't necessarily know if it's random, if some channels experience it, others. I've had a lot of gamer friends say that they've been experiencing issues. So as a whole, for me, it's just best to kind of take a step back, try a new platform, see what it is. You know, I appreciate and love, you know, what Twitch has done for me, but if it's not a platform that's working, then I'm not married to it. So it's time to move on. No coup for you. All right, let's go ahead and measure this real quick. So let's go back to our gizmo, grab the transparency tool. As you can see right up here at top, it now says, instead of units, it says millimeter. And we're gonna go ahead and measure that distance. It says 0.1 millimeter. So that might be a little loose. Let's check right down here where we can get a little bit more accurate reading. Straight across. Okay, so the straight across reading is a lot better. 0.08 millimeter. And that's what we're looking for, so yeah, that's better. And that's what we want to do. Luckily, all the machining background I have, this is actually all coming into play. I'm pretty excited about that, to be honest with y'all. Because I really didn't think any of that experience was going to come back in any way, shape, or form. I thought that was it. I was done with it. Move on with my life. But knowledge is power, and that's pretty cool. This is interesting. Nice. Yeah, it's Twitch's payback for streaming on YouTube. Probably, man. Actually, what's funny is I don't know if it's a timing thing, if it's like pure coincidence or not, but the moment I removed my affiliate is when I started seeing a lot of those experiences, and then it all started happening across Twitch. So I don't know. I just want it to be flawless and easy, and you know, like I've said before, I don't think streaming is gonna make me a lot of money, but it's a nice way to just connect with everybody, share knowledge, learn, and just be a part of an awesome community. So was doing it more than just him. Yeah, it was doing it to a lot of people. And that's kind of a plus. Twitch has been crashing on my older tablet, so this is working for me. Nice. Yeah, I've had a few other people say too that it's easier to access YouTube at work than it is Twitch, so that kind of works for them too. So, are you making a water pipe or something? Right, it does look like a water pipe, doesn't it? Yeah. No, this is what the the articulation joint actually looks like when it's broken down to its finest, its little smallest degree. So anytime you guys see a joint on a on an action figure, anytime you see one of these joints on an action figure, whether it be double hinge, single, whether it be ball joint, swivel, underneath it all is the underlining hinge, and that's what it looks like on its base form. What we have to do now is actually disguise it all. Uh-oh, what happened? Did I kill my camera? Shoot. Hold on, guys. I think I killed my camera. My bad. I heard it too. I heard it go click. I was like, uh-oh. Okay, hold on 1 second, guys. Here, look at my new intermission screen. 1 second. Okay, guys, so that was my fault. I kicked my camera power plug. Whoopsie. Whoopsie doopsie. Battle's ready? Nice. I figure I barely see it even when it happens, so we're gonna go ahead and go to Stream Raiders. For all of you on the... There it is. There we go, there we go, there we go. Go ahead and run it. If you're new to my stream from YouTube, we used to play Stream Raiders on Twitch. And so if you want to log in and have an account on that side just to play, you can. But it's a fun little game. Oh my god, that was super fast. Well, that's good. I'm glad. Yay! Alright, Cardi, there you go! Alright, Bomber Scrolls. More scrolls. Ooh, Musketeer scrolls. Nice. Level my stuff up in a little bit. I'm on mobile now. Sorry, I can't play the game. Oh, well, that's okay. I think you could play on mobile. You could. I think there's a way to do it. There's an app for that. You just got to go to Stream Raider's website and download it. So, but there's no pressure. Yeah, indeed, absolutely no pressure whatsoever. It's just a nice way for me to connect with the chat, and then on top of it, it also gives me a little bit of break from myself, because sometimes I think as an artist, as in general, you get so zoned in on what you're doing that it's like, I don't even know how to work with this. So, you know, I think it ultimately ends up helping. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and make the cutter side of this. All right. So this side will be the cutting side. This side will be the merge side. So I want to actually merge this to the ball. We're going to bring this down. Go ahead and just solo everything but these two. Go ahead and merge down. Say okay. Actually, split hidden real quick. Come here. Subdivide this a few times. And now we're going to go ahead and merge down. Here we go. So that's merged this way. And then what we're going to end up doing is actually turning off symmetry, setting this to the middle, and we're going to do a remesh by union. What this will do is stitch everything together. What just happened? Told you my PC is being weird. Okay. I have no idea what's going on right now. I have no idea. Okay, guys, you can't see what's going on. You can see this flashing? Flashing? Okay, guys, I don't know if you can hear me, but, okay, it subsided. What is happening? Now that's weird. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to... Guys, I have to figure out my computer, so I'm gonna have to cancel today's stream. This was a good test. We could see what's happening. You could probably hear what's happening, but I think I'm gonna have to kind of like go and clean my system out. So, while this is all flashing, thank you guys so much for stopping. That's amazing, but I want to be able to focus on getting this fixed. So I'm really bummed, actually kind of pissed. That's like, of course. But anyway, thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm going to restart the PC, and then I'm going to do a full suite diagnostic. Just really check it out. I had to uninstall a bunch of stuff and reinstall, and maybe it's something that's just happening, but let's start anew next week, just in case if I don't get this sorted out. I don't want to feel rushed, but I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. But yeah, let's get this fixed. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, you know, computer issues, it happens, right? And you guys are all watching my computer get possessed, so it's pretty weird. It's unfortunate, but good news is the connection to YouTube is good. So now it's just on my computer side. So this is all. So yeah, let's start this. All right. What happens when I take camera and power record? All right, guys. I'm gonna talk to you later. And bye. As soon as I can hit